And look at that, it does it for you. And on here, you just start changing the names of the tasks. You can set the progress on them. You can change the start dates and say how many days there are of the task.
Have you ever been asked to create a project plan, but to not use Microsoft Project? Maybe it's because you don't know how to use Microsoft Project, or maybe you don't have access to it in your organization, or maybe your stakeholders don't have the licenses to use it. Is it possible to use something like Excel, where it doesn't have the inbuilt functionality of Microsoft Project, to create a project plan that's going to be satisfying to your stakeholders, to you to use on a daily basis, for your team to use, and for your boss? So I'm going to try to build a project plan using Microsoft Excel, knowing fully well about its limitations, but hopefully making something that's fit for purpose and hopefully something that can be done quickly.
Check out the date. I made that intro sequence back in October last year, and since then I had a break because I had COVID, then I had a flu, then there was Christmas, then there was norovirus, and all the other family and work things that go on in between. So let that be the first lesson to you when you're writing your project plan. It's going to be wrong. There are going to be things that will take it off track. Every forecast is wrong. However, I am glad about this delay on this one occasion, and I'll tell you why. My plan for this video was to sit there on Excel and create a very simple version of a project plan, then create a slightly more detailed Gantt chart, and then to expand it into a much more detailed and more powerful Gantt chart. And I estimated it was going to take a few hours to do this. I mean, it doesn't take that long to just do it, but to record it, it just adds so much extra time because you have to hide every single mistake you make. And believe me, I make plenty. However, since recording that intro a few months ago to recording today, I've learned something new. A couple of colleagues showed me how to do this last week, and I was kicking myself because it's so simple. What would have been a 30-minute long video is probably going to be about 5 or 6 minutes long. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I'm just going to get into it and show you. Okay, let's go. This is as simple as it is. Open Excel, click on New. See that? We go to search for online templates and we type Gantt. And now you can see there is a selection of different options. Some of them created by Microsoft, like this one, some of them by other companies. It's worth experimenting with all of them just to see if there's anything on there that works for you. I'm going to select this one, Date Tracking Gantt Chart. This one's provided by Microsoft Corporation. And look at that, it does it for you. So we changed the project name to, I don't know, Project X, company name, influential PMO, project lead, Stuart Taylor. And on here, you just start changing the names of the tasks. It tells you here that you can insert more rows and so on. You can change the names of the tasks on here. You can set the progress on them. You can change the start dates and say how many days there are of the task. The first task seems to start as a default at the same day as today, the day that you open up the template. It looks like if you have a 1-day duration on here, it creates a milestone for you, a milestone flag, which you can change the marker over here by changing the number. You'll see that the icon changes there. Let's open up a different format. Type in Gantt again. Let's open up this one, another one by Microsoft. And again, very similar sort of activities. I think I prefer the other version. This one might stylistically suit you a little bit more. I quite liked how on this one, the original one that we looked at, you've got these phases that are set out on there, or at least titles where there's some distinction between what's going on there. I dare say that's a fairly simple thing you can add to the other one. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's defaulting to green, but you can select a blue theme or a purple theme if that's more your style. So based off of that, it answers the question, can you make a plan quickly in Excel that you can share with stakeholders that will impress your boss and will enable you to work day to day in it? I would say at a high level, these templates will allow you to do that. I'd say if you need more complexity and if you need the plan to do more clever things. So for example, having a critical path so that if one task takes longer to complete, then all of the other tasks that are going to start after it shuffle along automatically. If you need that kind of level of intelligence, you need better dependencies in there. Or if you need to do more resource tracking perhaps, then there's probably no way around it. You're going to have to invest in a more professional project planning tool. But if it's just the case of having a simple plan, which isn't too complex, maybe it's just one person working on the project and they don't have a whole team of people and it's not overly complex, then this might do the job. This might be sufficient. And I'm glad I didn't have to sit here and create 3 different versions of this before discovering this template. So a quick thank you to my colleagues who showed me this template tool last week. I would have been honestly kicking myself had I spent weeks probably creating a perfect video with all of those different versions I was going to manually create, only to discover this thing. So there you go. For a simple project, this may do the trick. So open up Excel, give it a whirl, see what you think. And let me know in the comments whether this works out for you or not. I'll be interested in your feedback on this. So now you've got this template, you're probably wondering, what the hell do I put in this damn thing? If that's the case, I would say to you, make the plan you can. And if you don't know what I mean by that, check out this video here.